everybody. I'm Shane.
So, today we're going to be talking about the small but mighty kiwi. And this is part 1. So, the vocabulary words are mighty.
Mighty.
The king had put together a mighty army to protect his country.
Beast.
Beast.
Harry dreamt that a huge beast was chasing him through the forest.
I am not a beast. Origin.
Origin.
The origin of the custom is unknown.
Feather.
Feather.
This jacket is filled with goose feathers and is very warm.
Rank.
Rank.
The officer was given the rank of captain. So when we talk about the kiwi, we're not really talking about the kiwi fruit. We're talking about a bird, right? Okay, we're talking about a bird.
A bird that can't fly.
That can't fly. So basically, it's like the animal that represents New Zealand, right?
Yeah. So in America, what's the national animal?
So America has the bald eagle.
Right.
Wait, you're from America. How would you not know?
I'm testing you. Okay.
And just like the Taiwanese have...
The black bear.
Exactly. You're so smart, Shane.
I'm a genius.
Yeah, so this is the same for the New Zealand.
Yeah, so the reason, it doesn't fly, so why would you want to pick this little cute bird to represent your country? Actually, the native people, the Maori people, have always believed that this god was, this bird was kind of like the secret bird of the forest god, like the hidden bird.
So it's sacred.
Yeah, and maybe you feel like it has magical powers, that kind of thing. So they've always believed this bird to be something very special.
Wow, and you can't find this bird anywhere else in the world, right?
So it's super unique.
Wow.
So it makes sense that New Zealand would want to have this cool bird. It has a very cool history, and it's kind of mysterious and magical.
Let's learn more about this bird.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's go.
The small but mighty kiwi. Many countries choose national animals that represent their culture for the rest of the world to see. Some are powerful beasts like tigers and wolves. Some have wings like eagles and dragons. New Zealand, on the other hand, chose the kiwi. Why would a country want to be known for a cute but small bird that can't even fly?
Today's lesson is called The Small but Mighty Kiwi. Part 1. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. And no, we're not talking about that delicious little hairy fruit.
No, we're talking about a person from New Zealand, right?
No, we're not talking about a person from New Zealand either, but both of those things are known as kiwis. Yes, that small little hairy fruit that is either green or sort of yellow on the inside, that is a kiwi. And if we're talking about a person from New Zealand as a friendly way of saying, hey, yes, this is my friend, he or she is a kiwi, that just means they're a New Zealand person, a person from New Zealand. But in this story, we're not talking about either of those things.
No, we're talking about a mighty bird, apparently.
Well, it's a little bird, but it is quite mighty, and we can use mighty, this adjective, to, I guess, talk about a bird, but not usually a small bird, because generally mighty means strong and powerful. If we're talking about mighty animals, we might think of elephants or lions or whales or something like that. Big, strong, powerful. We can also talk about mighty countries. America has many weapons and a big army. A mighty king or queen, very powerful and strong, and everyone lives in fear and respect of this person. In this case, it is a small bird, so calling it mighty is a little strange, but the article will tell you why we use this adjective. But first, here's our example sentence. The king had put together a mighty army to protect his country. It was actually an army made up it's all Kiwis.
Kiwis and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Little birds and
Mighty
The Rock.
birds and one mighty man.
I want to see that movie.
Anyways, all jokes aside, the kiwi might be small, but it's surprisingly powerful and mighty, apparently. Anyways, let's go ahead and start reading from our article. The first sentence says, many countries choose national animals that represent their culture for the rest of the world to see. You mentioned America earlier, a mighty country with a very big military.
Sure.
People believe that the United States, okay, the spirit can be best represented by an animal, the bald eagle. Now, that's not the case in New Zealand, but they do have their own national bird, the kiwi.
That's right. But yeah, it's true. The bald eagle for America. I think in England or Britain they have the lion on the coat of arms, the Russian bear, the Canadian beaver.
And maple leaf?
And maple leaf, not
pretty good.
maybe
Pretty
so
good.
mighty. But anyways,
animal, yeah.
a lot of countries do choose these animals to represent them to the rest of the world. And yes, some are powerful beasts, like tigers and wolves. I guess China's often called a tiger.
Sure.
Right? And a wolf.
One of the Asian tigers.
What
Sure.
would be a wolf country? I can't really think of a country that uses wolves. But anyways, tigers, wolves, lions, elephants, we could generally use this word beast for all of these big, powerful animals.
Yeah, usually a big, powerful animal that might be slightly scary with 4 legs. Usually beasts do have 4 legs. Anyways, the word beast is a noun. Let's take a look at an example sentence. Harry dreamt that a huge beast was chasing him through the forest. Anyways, more on these beasts and these animals. Some have wings like eagles and dragons. New Zealand, on the other hand, chose the kiwi. Now, why would a country want to be known for a cute but small bird that can't even fly? Like the bald eagle can soar. The kiwi can't even fly, apparently.
Yeah, it's kind of like a country choosing the penguin as its mighty symbol, as its mighty beast. It's an interesting, cute little animal, but mighty and powerful? Not really. But we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll learn more about the kiwi, and maybe we will be impressed with how mighty it truly is.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天的课文标题是 The Small but Mighty Kiwi。好，先来看 mighty 这个字是形容强大威武的或是巨大的。那么 kiwi 可以指奇异果，可是它还可以用来指奇异鸟。这种鸟呢是纽西兰的国宝。那如果我们再把 kiwi 的首字母 K 改成大写的 K。Kiwi 则可以用来指纽西兰人。好，那顺便补充一下 ，New Zealand 表示纽西兰，如果在字尾加上 er 变成 New Zealander 就是纽西兰人。好，那我们这2天的课文不是要谈奇异果，也不是要谈纽西兰人，而是要介绍奇异鸟。课文提到说，很多国家会选择具有代表性的动物，有些可能会选像老虎、野狼之类比较威武凶猛的野兽，那有些则是选择有翅膀的，像是老鹰啊、龙之类的。可是偏偏纽西兰它选择了娇小可爱又不会飞的奇异鸟，为什么呢？我们先来看看单字 beast。Beast 表示野兽，它是当名词来用。那老师们刚好提到不同国家的代表性动物，像是美国的代表动物是 bald eagle， 表示白头海雕。那么加拿大的代表性动物是 beaver， 河狸。老师们还有提到说，这个白头海雕很威武嘛，他们还会翱翔在天际。那这时候用到一个动词叫做 soar，S-O-A-R， 这个动词表示高飞或是翱翔。接回到课文中。
The small but mighty kiwi. These days, kiwi is a term for a person from New Zealand. But the origins of the kiwi as the national bird come from the culture of the native Maori people. The Maori have long held the bird in high regard, going so far as to use the bird's feathers to make special cloaks worn by chiefs and other people of high rank. Maoris believe kiwis to be the hidden bird of the god of the forest.
Okay, everyone, like we said before, these days, kiwi is a term for a person from New Zealand. Okay, it can also be a fruit, but yes, very often when we talk about New Zealanders, we call them Kiwis.
Yeah, but the origins of the kiwi as the national bird come from the culture of the native Maori people. Ah, okay. So the Kiwi is not only important to New Zealanders today, but also going back in time, the first people to settle in New Zealand were the Maori people. That's the name we use for the native or indigenous people of New Zealand. And for them, stretching back hundreds of years, way before white people arrived there, the Kiwi was also important. So its origins go back a long, long way. What is an origin? This is a noun, and generally it's the beginning of something, the source of something, where something comes from. The idea is that we're going back in time to find out where this thing began or where it sprang from. It could have spread all around the world since then, but this is where we're going to see where it began. If you're looking for the origin of rock and roll music, you have to go to Memphis, Tennessee. Now, of course, rock and roll music is popular all around the world, but way back in the 1950s, some of the first rock and roll songs and singers came from Memphis, Tennessee. That's the origin. That's where it came from. For example, the origin of the custom is unknown. We don't really know why people do that.
We don't know where it came from. No. Anyways, the Maori have long held the bird in high regard. They like it a lot, going so far as to use the bird's feathers to make special cloaks worn by chiefs and other people of high rank. Now here, before we move on, let's talk about the word feather. When we talk about feathers, we're kind of talking about hair for birds. Now, feathers are more complicated than hair, okay? But it is a covering for a bird's body that usually helps them to fly. And very often birds need feathers on their wings, and these feathers will help them to fly and to stay in the sky, even though some birds, like the Kiwi, don't fly at all, but they still have feathers. For example, this jacket is filled with goose feathers and is very warm. Yeah, my pillow at home is filled with goose feathers and is very, very soft. I love sleeping on it. By the way, this word feather is a noun.
Interesting. And we were learning there that the Kiwi feathers were used back in the old days for Maori people and for people from their culture, people of high rank. Now this term rank here, it's a noun and it basically means your title or your position. We use this in large sort of organizations where you might have people at the top, people at the bottom. One of the most common ways we would use rank is to talk about positions in the army or something like that. A general with stars on their shoulder or hat would be a very high rank, and someone with just one of those stripes or nothing on their jacket or hat would be one of the lowest ranks. And as you serve in the army and get experience and work there for many years, you'll move up in rank. We could also use it in a company to talk about the CEO or the senior manager or a junior worker. These are their different positions or titles in this large organization. For example, the officer was given the rank of captain.
That's a pretty high level there.
Rank. I think after that would be major, and before that would be lieutenant.
Maybe a colonel in there.
Colonel up there too. Those are higher ranks too. Yeah.
Anyways, Maoris believed Kiwis to be the hidden bird of the god of the forest, and this is why they held the Kiwi, the Kiwi bird and such, high regard apparently. Okay, everyone, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. When we come back, we'll be wrapping up the first part of our article on the small but mighty Kiwi.
我们刚刚说到，把 Kiwi 的字首 K 改成大写，就可以用来指纽西兰人。可是呢，把奇异鸟当作纽西兰国鸟，这是起源于当地毛利人的文化。好，单字 origin 就表示起源、源头，它是当名词。那么文中的 Maori 表示毛利人，那他们是纽西兰的原住民。刚刚 Mike 老师就用到一个形容词叫做 indigenous。indigenous 是形容土生土长的、本地的、原产的。那 indigenous people 就可以用来指原住民。好，课文提到说，毛利人长久以来都很尊敬奇异鸟，甚至会用它的羽毛来做成特殊的斗篷，给酋长或是给其他位高权重的人穿。毛利人就认为说，奇异鸟是森林之神的隐藏鸟。好，这边出现两个单字 feather。 feather 表示羽毛。那么 rank 它可以用来指阶级、等级、地位或是军阶。刚刚两位老师有提到一些军阶的英文，我们顺便补充一下，像 lieutenant 表示中尉， captain 表示上尉， major 是少校， colonel 则是指上校。好，再来看补充单字 cloak 表示斗篷。那么 hidden 它是动词 hide 的过去分词 hide, hidden。好，那这个过去分词它可以用来形容隐藏的或是隐秘的。接回到课文中。
The small but mighty Kiwi. To New Zealanders, the Kiwi symbolizes their uniqueness. This bird is not found anywhere else in the natural world and is unusual in many ways. For example, Kiwi chicks leave the nest after only 5 days and feed themselves instead of depending on their parents.
New Zealanders, they're a unique lot.
Yes,
I
they
like
are.
them a lot, but they are quite unique. A little bit strange, but in a good way. Yeah, and to New Zealanders, the Kiwi symbolizes their uniqueness.
Oh, okay.
They're a one-of-a-kind people.
They're a one-of-a-kind people, absolutely. Partly because they live sort of at the end of the earth, but they're wonderful, friendly, nice folks. Anyway, so yes, the Kiwi is a unique bird, and New Zealanders think of themselves as a unique people in a unique country. Now let's find out about the bird. It says this bird is not found anywhere else in the natural world and is unusual in many ways. I'm sure a lot of you know that both New Zealand and Australia have a lot of animals that are not found anywhere else in the natural world. You don't find kangaroos living wild in Africa or South America, the koala. You know, a lot of these animals from down there are very unique, and the Kiwi is unusual in many ways too. For example, can you give us an example, sir?
Sure. For example, Kiwi chicks leave the nest after only 5 days and feed themselves instead of depending on their parents.
Their parents are super lucky.
Or this is just a very unique bird, a very unique, self-reliant bird. Yes, this bird is a whole lot like New Zealanders. They're a very self-reliant bunch.
You mean New Zealand babies leave the home after 5 days and feed themselves?
No, but they do believe in rugged self-reliance. They can take care of themselves.
Well, that's fantastic, but they don't live in nests. They live in homes.
Okay, let's not let this rumor get out there.
No.
New Zealanders do not live in nests.
And they don't?
They are people. Kiwis are birds.
Okay.
They might live in nests.
Hey, let's take a break because we're at the end of our article, but we'll be back with more about the amazing Kiwi bird. Not so much the people in tomorrow's article. So please come back for that.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
奇异鸟是纽西兰的国鸟，那对纽西兰人来说，奇异鸟象征了它们的独特性，因为这种鸟在其他地方是找不到的，你没有办法在其他地方的大自然中看到奇异鸟，而且呢，它们在很多方面都非比寻常。像奇异鸟的雏鸟，出生5天后就会离开鸟巢，靠自己为生，它们不依赖父母。Jeff 老师这时候用到 self-reliant 来形容它们，其中的 reliant 是拼作 R-E-L-I-A-N-T，self-reliant 就是表示说靠自己的、自力更生的。那这字很好理解，因为 self 是自己的 ，reliant 表示依靠的。好，那它的名词呢，我们是把 reliant 改成 reliance， 表示自力更生。最后来看补充单字 symbolize 表示象征啊，或者是标志，这个字是当动词用。那么 uniqueness 就是在形容词 unique 后面加 ness 变成名词，表示独特性或是独一无二。老师在解释这个字的时候有提到 one of a kind 这个复合形容词就表示独一无二的。好，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们的文法单元。今天要介绍的文法重点有4个。第一个是 hold somebody or something in high regard。 第二个是 go so far as to 加原形动词。第三个是 instead of。第四个是 depend on 或是 depend upon。我们先来学 hold somebody or something in high regard。regard 当名词，它有尊敬、重视的意思。Hold somebody or something in high regard 是指对什么什么十分重视，怀有敬意。那它的被动语态是写作 somebody or something be held in high regard。例如 The professor is held in high regard by her students and colleagues。那位教授受到学生跟同事的敬重。好，接着我们来学 go so far as to 加原形动词。Go so far as to 加原形动词就表示甚至到什么什么的程度。这个片语是强调程度极为强烈，令人惊讶或是出乎意料之外。好，那我们就可以用这样的片语来表达对某人或某事物的喜爱啊，或是憎恨到了一定的程度，而出现让人意想不到的言行举止，可能是做出某一种出乎意料的行为啊，说出很激烈的言论等等。例如 The critic went so far as to say that the movie was a disaster。 那位影评甚至说那部片是场灾难。哇，连影评都把它称为灾难，那就表示他真的觉得这部片非常非常非常糟了。好，接着我们来学 instead of。 片语介系词 instead of 后面是接名词或动名词来表达取代什么、代替什么、什么什么，而不是什么什么。例如I had soy milk instead of milk。 我喝的是豆浆，而不是鲜奶。好，顺便补充一下 instead 少了后面的 of。 instead 它是副词，表示作为代替，反而反之怎么样怎么样。那它可以摆在句首或是句尾。例如 Sheila was going to buy a new blouse but she bought a new dress instead。 Sheila 本来要买一件新的上衣，但她反而买了一件新的洋装。好，那这边出一个题目考考大家哦。 The coach chose Nick空格 Alan for the team。 教练选了 Nick 加入球队，而不是选 Alan。 好，那请问空格里面我们是要填副词 instead 还是填这个片语介系词 instead of 呢？好，因为空格后面这个人名 Alan 它是名词，它是被取代的对象，所以空格里面我们要填入片语介系词 instead of， 这样才适合。你答对了吗？好，最后我们来学 depend on 或是 depend upon。 片语动词 depend on 或是 upon 它可以指仰赖、依靠，之后可以接人或是事物，那这时候它的意思就相当于 rely on。 例如Some parents depend on tablets and smartphones to babysit their children。 有些父母是靠平板电脑跟智慧型手机在当保姆来帮忙照顾他们小孩的。我真的看过不少人用 iPad 在养小孩，这些小孩超安静的，都不哭不闹，然后眼睛盯着，连眼镜都没有眨，这样子很不好，对小朋友的视力还有专注力都很不好。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们下次见喽，拜拜。
在青年旅馆交朋友的好用句。
Hi everybody， 欢迎来到就爱讲英文，我是 Holly。
Do you mind if I join you?
Oh sure。
Hi everybody, I'm Shane.
我们今天的主题刚好就是我们出去旅行的时候可能会住一些 hostel 青年旅馆，那这时候可能就会遇到很多新朋友，对不对？这时候要说什么呢？Yeah, so do you mind if I join you？ 请问我可以加入你们吗？
对，你有做过这样的事情吗？
你说住 hostel 吗？
对，然后就是要认识人。
有，可是没有人理我。
对啊，我也觉得。所以如果你用这句话，不一定他们真的会让你加入，可是你可以试试看。
对，如果他们看起来很 nice 的话，不 nice 就算了。还有呢？还有什么句子？
如果就是要开始聊天，不知道聊什么，就是要认识这个帅哥之类的，你可以说，What brings you to Taipei？
OK， 所以请问是什么风？什么风把你吹来了？Brings you to 就是把你带到哪里去？所以什么把你带到我面前呢？
或者
也不要乱用啊！
不是 ，What brings you here？
你来这边干嘛？呀，完全看语气。还有呢？还有什么东西？
What do you like to do for fun?
你前面几个字讲太快了。What do you?
What do you?
What do you?
What do you like to do for fun?
What do you 是啥？
What do you?
一定要这样子。
对啊，很口语。我们 native English speakers 都会讲。
一定就是
What do
太懒了，就是所有的字都粘在一起这样。What do you?
对啊，没那么夸张。What do you? What do you like to do for fun?
对，所以你喜欢做什么事情？
对啊，我们可以一起做啊。
Okay, all right. Next, what do you recommend doing here?
对，也许这个人他是当地人，或者是他已经在这边几个礼拜之类的，所以可以跟他说，哎 ，What do you recommend doing here？
所以其实 recommend 就是推荐的意思。请问你建议接下来要去哪里做什么事情呢？
对啊
，Yeah。
然后最后，如果我要他加入我，或者是我可以说，Hey, we're off to the beach. Wanna join us?
Okay, so off to 其实就是要去哪一个地
We're
方
off to, right?
OK，
对。
所以我们就是刚好要去海边啊，或是去哪个地方。
We're off to the club. Woo!
Okay.
Wanna join us?
我不要跟你去夜店。Anyway, I'm off to the beach and wanna join me or wanna join us。这样就是顺便问他，要不要一起来？Yeah， 所以就是很 casual 的一个问法，这样。
或者是如果你知道他们要去 clubbing，或者是他们要去 beach，你可以说，哎 ，Do you mind if I tag along？
tag along，tag 就是我要黏着你嘛，这样。
对，是有点这样的感觉。对，你是一个 tag，你就跟着我们去。
所以我想要跟你们黏着去夜店这样子。
Hey, why don't we go to live action? Do you guys want to tag along?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
All right,
let's go to live action.
come on, we're off. Hi, do you mind if I join you?
Sure, go ahead. Have a seat.
So, what brings you to Barcelona?
My friends and I are backpacking through Europe for 6 weeks.
Nice.
How about you?
Actually, I live here. Welcome to Barcelona.
What do you recommend doing here?
I'd recommend just walking around and checking out the beautiful architecture.
That's definitely on our itinerary. Oh, here come my friends. Actually, we're off to the beach. Want to join us?
Sounds great. I can show you the beaches that only the locals know.
Awesome.
Number 1, do you mind if I join you?
Number 2, what brings you to...
Number 3, what do you like to do for fun?
Number 4, what do you recommend doing here?
Number 5, I'm off to want to join me? We're off to want to join us?
Number 6, do you mind if I tag along?